use the first one to do that.
Well, are we live? Yes. We had a little trouble with the microphone here, but Walter Ray had no troubles. He opens right up with a strike. Did you get a feel for who is more confident down there?
Well, you know, I thought they both felt pretty comfortable, Mike, but, you know, if John Mazza can control his speed properly, I really think he's going to be tough to beat all night long.
Simply because he's the only left-hander?
I certainly believe so.
Well, they both start with strikes.
Beautiful pin action. You know, there's no better way to get started than with a strike to get your momentum going, get you kind of ease yourself into the match.
John moving over to lane 13. We're using lanes 13 and 14 here at Ambassador Bedford Lanes. John's 32 years old from Shelby Township, Michigan. He's married. His wife Leslie is in the audience with two little children, Anthony and Joseph. And a quick double right out of the gate.
Well, Mike, he knows he's bowling against Walter Ray Williams Jr., the number one ranked bowler in the power ratings on tour. So he wants to get off to a fast start.
Walter, experienced player. He's up to 37 years of age. He's from Stockton, California. And leaves the 2-8. Trying to overcome the lane with speed, it looks like there.
Well, that's Walter's A game. You know, he likes to throw the ball hard, likes to throw the ball straight, and he's playing the lanes the way I thought he would, even before we started the matches.
At the 2-8, difficult spare. Poking it at him. Perfect.
Very nice. All right, here we have Walter Ray Williams. He takes a 5-step approach, starts the ball off in his second step, and then right at the end, he kind of comes up. As you can see, shoulder high, and then he rears up just a little bit at the very end. Unorthodox, but he's the best player we have on tour.
4-9 there for a minute. Trips the 4-pin out, leaving only the 9. So he's getting a bit of a little early hook on that left lane, a little skid on the right lane.
I talked with the players, the right-handers, prior to the telecast. They said the left lane did hook a little earlier.
So do you make the adjustment with that with your feet or speed or what?
Well, I think with Walter, he's probably going to make the adjustment with his speed.
One reason why you think John may have an advantage here, because he might be able to just make the same shot time after time.
He told me he was playing the left lane and the right lane exactly the same.
I asked John Mazza about this new pre-shot routine that he's developed.
Mike, I do have a new pre-shot routine. I've enhanced what I'm trying to do. What I try to do is I work on hand positions, and once I secure my hand position before I step up on the approach, then I can make my shot. What I used to do is I'd step on the approach, put my hand in the ball, and then secure my hand position and fiddle around too much. It would lock me up. So now what I do is I secure my hand position in place where I want it to be before I step on the approach. Then I set myself, then I'm ready to throw the ball. It makes it a lot more simple. I'm throwing a lot more strikes this ball. I'm real excited about it.
Well, he said he threw a lot more strikes. He's thrown 4 strikes in a row right here. John Mazza is taking a commanding lead of 31 pins right now, but we know Walter Ray can always make comebacks. Can he do it now? We'll find out right after this. 3. Nation of the PBA Tour is brought to you by Burger King, where you can get your burger's worth. 4th frame action, Walter Ray trailing by 31 pins. Something to start with in order to bite into that lead. He's going to need to get 2 in a row here.
Well, this is a very important shot. You know, early in the match, it's only the 5th frame, but Walter knows that he cannot allow John Mazza to just run away and hide from him.
Got to put some pressure on him. This is the lane that hooks more. Boy, a little high and then a little light.
Yeah, it does look like he's struggling on lane 13. He hasn't mastered it, and I really think he's trying to hook the ball too much for his style. I think he'd be better served to go a little further right, throw the ball harder and straighter.
We heard Walter Ray. He is wearing a microphone so we can listen in on his self-talk, which right now probably is a little discouraged, maybe.
Well, I'm sure he is. You know, and Walter Ray has lost his last 3 matches on TV, and John Mazza's lost his last 4 matches on TV. So somebody's going to break that jinx. And it looks like now John is in the driver's seat.
John with a great match play record this week, 17-7. Finally leaves something. The soft 7-10. We should mention that if any of our top 5 tonight would happen to bowl 300, PBA will reward them with $10,000. And that's out the window right now for the opening match.
Yes, it is. And that was actually John's best-looking shot. It was the one that finished highest in the pocket, but he left the soft 7. He's a good spare shooter. He takes care of the 7-pin. Now he wants to go back to lane 13 and get those strikes going again because he doesn't want to give Walter Ray any chance to get back in this match.
Checks the rack, goes through that pre-shot routine, puts the hand on the ball behind the approach. That's what he's doing, right?
That's what he's doing. You know, he's certainly his own man, and he does things his own way. It looks a little bit different, but if it makes John feel more at ease and helps him to get the most out of his game, then it's the right thing for him to do.
Goes it like that, why not, huh?
Well, he's going to have all the youngsters doing that now.
Walter Ray still training by 30 pins. We're in the 6th frame. He's got to start doing something pretty quick.
Well, he should strike on lane 14. He's been throwing the ball well on it. It's just a matter of taking that over and making a double out of it.
Well, that came back nice.
A very confident shot. You know, the one thing that Walter Ray does is he's not afraid to let the ball go. When he gets up into his 4th step, and then he just drives through, he doesn't hold anything back.
He hooked that a little bit more? Or?
He did hook that ball. Now let's see if he goes straighter on this lane.
No, he's going around it a little bit.
He's going with the hook.
Walter Ray cut the lead to 20. The guy who can strike in the 8th, 9th, and 10th is going to win. We'll find out who that'll be right after this. Jim, you think this is a key shot right here?
I think if he strikes here, he wins this match. This is so tough coming out of commercial. He's been sitting for a minute or two. He knows the importance of this shot. Walter Ray has doubled, so this is very, very critical.
Great shot there.
He really gave it his best shot. Just an excellent shot.
ESPN2 will have a Major League Soccer Conference Final this Friday, October the 10th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time from RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. as the Tampa Bay Mutiny battle the D.C. United. Well, I guess what I had wrong here. It's on ESPN and not the Deuce. So, take your pick. Will he get one more for 3 in a row? Never a doubt.
Another very good shot. And coming out of commercial to be able to throw the ball with that kind of confidence and get the job done is really devastating for Walter Ray Williams right now in his quest to break this 3 in a row losing streak.
I mean, he's put in a must-strike situation. There's just no way he can not strike on this shot. Threw it well.
Yeah, he made a good shot, but possibly just a little slow. You know, he's been sitting waiting also.
At the 4-pin has it. He's a current PBA president. I asked him if that was a distraction or a help.
Being the last 4 years, I've been bowling very well. I've been president the last 2 years. I've been bowling very well, so I don't really think it's bothered me in my bowling. However, it has taken a little extra time to go to some of the meetings they've had.
And his term will be finishing up at the end of this year. Is it the case, Marsh?
Well, you know, he tripped a lot of 4-pins, and he didn't trip the one in the previous frame. Comes back down and makes this shot. As you can see, this ball's coming in and hooking very, very late. Now he's going to send this headboard, the head pin to the sideboard. It comes back, little messenger shot for that 10-pin. And it does figure, you know, that if he could have had the one prior, he's still in the match.
Now only disaster can stop Mazza. Well, it leaves the 3-9. A little defensive shot there.
Well, I mean, he might have got around that ball a little early.
And there's his wife, Leslie, looking on, and Anthony. He has another son, Joseph.
Yeah, and Anthony wasn't feeling very well yesterday, but he seems to be doing fine now. He's a cute little guy.
Yeah, he's happy Daddy's in the lead by 39 pins right now.
Yes, he is.
Close out a little error there.
Well, with these balls and the way that they hook so hard in the back end, it's a difficult spare to make.
And we can see that he has a commanding 39-point pin lead, and all he has to basically do is show up to the 10th frame, and he's going to win the opening match. 6 on this first ball, and he has won the match. And that's better than 6.
Yeah, he's just trying to stay loose right now. You can see that he's actually making a concerted effort to keep his emotions down because he wants to save. He wants to save energy. He knows he's going to be bowling at least one more match and hopefully 2 more after that.
Right. And more or less, he might have been your pick right here before we started the telecast.
Well, I liked it. I liked the way he was talking prior to the match. He said he was playing both the lanes the same. Now he's trying something a little different on that shot. He moved in, tried to swing the ball out to see a little area check out there. Little area check. He's smiling. Area check.
Is the conclusion there? There's not much area?
I don't think there's that much area.
At least not from inside there, right?
But he shows a veteran move, you know, trying something different on a meaningless shot.
Something some of our younger bowlers at home can take advantage of in their match play competition.
Absolutely no doubt. Once you have the man closed out, you can experiment a little bit.
We met Walter during one of the breaks earlier, had yelled at himself about being lazy the first part of this game.
Yeah, I think he is a little upset with himself. He got a little slow on that 4-pin. Now that shot, he really cut loose. That's more like the Walter Ray Williams we're used to seeing.
Still, a very professional game. If he strikes it out, he's going to finish with 228. He would have, let's see, 4, 6, 7 strikes.
Well, Walter doesn't know how to bowl a bad game, I don't think. You know, he's got a little bit of an unorthodox style. He's a little bit arms are all over the place, and he gets up there and just cuts it loose, just like that. Whoa!
There's the 4-pin.
Yeah.
You described him, his style, like a tree. Is that what you said?
Well, he kind of has limbs going everywhere when he gets done throwing the ball, but, you know, he is the most effective player we've had on tour in the last 4 or 5 years. So, you know, get it done pretty or just get it done.
He gets it done. Better than anybody else. Won 3 times this year, but he won't have victory number 4 here. Our opening match. John Mazza wins 246 to 228. When we come back, we'll have an average, Bill.